Hi everybody, Steph here, and today we're showing you yet another absolutely gorgeous pen. And what we have here, excuse me, is a gorgeous Onoto The Pen 2052-65. Now this particular one, as I say, is the 2052, so it's from the what they termed as the 2000 series. They have the 2000 and the 3000. I believe the 2000 was actually the shorter of the two models. This particular one I will date in the regions of about 1930s. Now it's rather not so much rare, but a bit of an unusual model from Onoto. This particular one, as you can see, is in black, and I believe they brought out the same model in different colours, if you like, and I believe they term the colours as pearls. So I think there was actually a green pearl and maybe a silver pearl, but as I say, this particular one is in this beautiful black colour, well, maybe a classic black if you like. The size of the pen from the top of the cap to the bottom is approximately 130 millimeters capped, and around the diameter of the barrel, I've measured it approximately 9.7 millimeters in diameter. What you'll notice, it has these two gold plated or gold filled rings to the bottom of the cap there. And another thing that you'll notice, it has this rather unusual clip to the top there. Now normally the Onoto pens have a ball clip, or a little bit later they had the what I term as the chevron clips, but as you can see from this particular one, it's quite simply just a plain clip. Now when I say quite simply plain, it's still an absolutely gorgeous clip, but you'll notice there's no Onoto or Rue imprint to the clip. So again, rather unusual. You can see to the top there, it's got this flat top to the top there, and if we turn it round, you can see that's complemented to the bottom there as well, and you can actually see to the middle there the plunger rod. So all in all, a rather, as I say, not necessarily rare, but quite a sought after model. Now if we show you the imprint on this particular model, which is nice and clear, but what we'll need to do is keep it nice and still for you, and you'll see it says there Onoto The Pen, and then underneath there it has Rue and Company, London. So lovely and crisp imprint to the barrel. And then if we show you the bottom of the pen, if I turn it round so I can see it myself, you'll see it's got the model number to the bottom there, which in this particular case is 2052. Okay, and if we rotate it slightly to the back there, you'll see it's got the number 65. Now again, we've had this with other Onoto pens that I've actually reviewed. The 65, I'm assuming, is the model of the pen, and maybe even the colour. Let's take the cap off. As you can see, the cap actually unscrews, and let's show you the pen and the cap together like so. Let's give it a few little twirls. An absolutely beautiful pen. Incidentally, it came to me a little bit of a sorry state. I fully restored it. I fully serviced it. It's got new cup washer inside. It's got new cork washers to the end there. It's been fully restored, fully cleaned internally, in absolutely beautiful condition. Let's show you the section there. One thing you'll notice a little bit different on this particular pen, to the top there, you can see the thread is actually to the top of the section there. Now the nib is a standard is a standard Onoto nib. This particular one reads Rue Onoto 14 carat London, and it's got the number 2 to the bottom of the nib. If we turn it round, You can see it's got the feed to the bottom there, which also has been nicely cleaned, etc. Beautiful, if I may say so myself. Let's show you a sideways view of the pen. Okay. I don't think I mentioned it a little bit earlier. This particular one is a plunger filler, or depending who you're talking to, a piston filler. And what that simply means is that what we do, we simply unscrew the plunger knob to the bottom there, and we pull out the plunger knob like so. And if I show you the pen like that, and you can see the plunger is fully extended there. Now, as I've already told you with these particular pens on other videos, to fill this pen, what we do, we simply press down on the plunger here, and the pen fills on the downward stroke. Now, let's do that for you. So what we'll do, we'll dip the nib into the ink, and I'll be quiet so hopefully you can hear the pen bubbling. Okay, so we leave it a couple of seconds. Let's move the ink to one side, and again I'm hoping you could actually hear that when these pens actually fill, there's lots of bubbling going on. So let's bring on the pad. This pen has never been, well, it has been inked obviously in the past, but since I've restored it, it's never been used, so this is the first time the pen is being written with since it's been fully restored. So let's keep our fingers crossed. So what we have is a Onoto The Pen. As I said before, I date this pen in the region of about the 1930s. The model for this particular one is the 2052-65, and this pen is writing absolutely gorgeous. Okay, as you can see, it's writing lovely. And if we put a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke there, you can see that it's got a little bit of a flexible nib. So on the downward stroke we're getting quite a broad line, and on the line across there you can see a writing sample. Absolutely beautiful writer. Incidentally, one thing I've not actually done, you can see I've not screwed on the cap back on, so well, we should have done that before, but what you actually do is screw the cap all the way back on, and then what you actually do with a lot of the Onoto pens, it's got the shut off valve inside there, it's got a little peaked top to the plunger. So what you do is just simply give it a turn to the left, and what that actually does is open the valve inside and allows the ink to flow. But in this case, because we're finished, what we're going to do is just simply close it, because what we'll be doing is rinsing the pen with water in a moment. So let's screw the pen back on, and there we have it, an absolutely beautiful example of this slim Onoto The Pen 2052-65 in this gorgeous black colour, and again dated from around about the 1930s, with this quite unusual clip to the top there in absolutely superb condition. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I've enjoyed showing it to you. Incidentally, I've had about 3 or 4 pens come in for restoration, this being one of them. There's a couple more which I've not actually done videos or reviews on, which I'm going to do for you, so keep watching. But I've not actually shown you one of these before. Well, I've not actually had one, so I thought I'd show you this pen before it goes back to the customer. So just for now, I'll just simply say there's plenty more videos on my YouTube channel. As I say, there's plenty more Onoto reviews. Don't be shy, go and have a look, leave a comment. But for now, I'll just say bye bye now.